Now on NBC Palm Springs at 6, how healthy are Coachella Valley residents? A new survey out today breaks down everything from air quality to vaccination rates. We've got the full details ahead.
Also tonight, a local university announces 3 different men's sports programs have been cut. We've got reaction from some of these scholarship athletes. That's ahead.
Now, connecting the Valley, this is NBC Palm Springs at 6.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Olivia Sandusky.
I'm Mark Mester. New data released today is shedding light on the health and well-being of residents across the Coachella Valley. It's tonight's top story. The latest findings from the Coachella Valley Community Health Survey were unveiled at a special event hosted by HARC and Desert Oasis Healthcare. Our Alondra Campos joins us live in the studio tonight with a breakdown of what was shared. Alondra?
The Coachella Valley Community Health Survey, conducted every 3 years, offers one of the most comprehensive snapshots of local health trends. We spoke to the survey organizers at HARC Data and local healthcare providers about the ways in which they use this information to expand their resources and meet the needs of the most underserved communities. Community leaders, healthcare providers, and residents gathered at the UC Riverside campus in Palm Desert as the latest Coachella Valley Community Health Survey results were unveiled. The survey, led by Health Assessment and Research for Communities, serves as a snapshot of the Coachella Valley's unique needs.
HARC was created because Riverside County is immense, right? And the data that's countywide doesn't tell our story. We needed data to tell our story here.
HARC surveyed more than 2,800 adult and children participants from the Coachella Valley about a diverse list of topics. The top 2, food insecurity and vaccination rates. According to the data, food insecurity has skyrocketed since 2022, with 1 in 4 Coachella Valley adults having to skip meals throughout the day due to lack of funds, and 1 in 10 having to go through an entire day without eating at all. When it comes to vaccination rates, HARC officials tell us it is lower than back in 2016. According to the data, only 45% of the Coachella Valley has received a flu shot. And for the first time this year, people surveyed were asked about disaster preparedness and their experiences with extreme weather events, highlighting climate-related health challenges. Between 2022 and 2025, 33% of the Coachella Valley population reported fair or poor air quality in their neighborhoods, while 23% of adults were prevented from engaging in outdoor activities due to the air quality.
Ways in which this data can be used, there are so many. It is so diverse, and it can be leveraged into policy, education, nonprofits, healthcare.
One of the supporting organizations was Desert Oasis Healthcare, whose leaders say this data is critical for planning.
HARC's data gives us a real swath of information across the entire Coachella Valley, which, as we all know, is different from being lumped into Riverside County. So that's allowed us to design, where do we build our next location? Where do we offer services to our member? What parts of the valley really need more support?
This year's release of the survey also went beyond a traditional presentation, featuring youth-created artwork inspired by the data.
Data is storytelling, and to hear it from and see it from the eyes of children in the community, I think is really jarring, because the data and healthcare and information that we receive from the survey really reflects a lot about what they go through on a daily basis.
The full 2025 Coachella Valley Community Health Survey findings can be found on the HARC Data website at harcdata.org. Live in studio, I'm Alondra Campos. Back to you.
Alondra, thank you for that report tonight. We have a gorgeous view for you tonight. Our Agua Caliente casino camera in Rancho Mirage doesn't get much better than that. A beautiful Thursday, a warm one at that. But before we get into that 3-day forecast, let's check in with Pablo. He's at a mixer tonight benefiting the Desert Best Friends Closet. It just started at 5:30. It's at the Cambria Gallery over there in Palm Desert. Pablo, it's been a lot of fun out there. We already checked in with you at 5 o'clock. And what's happening now at this hour?
Well, the cheese and the wine is delicious. The live music is awesome. This is Craig Michaels Wine and Design Mixer, and why not have the man himself, Craig Michaels, here to talk about this wonderful event. The people are loving it.
Thanks, Pablo. This is our 5th season of producing these wine and design mixers, where I bring people together, support our local nonprofits. They get to network, have some complimentary wine, champagne, and appetizers. It's really a nice design soiree right now. It's a $15 donation at the door, but 100% goes to a local charity. Tonight, it's Desert's Best Friends Closet. They're doing an amazing job of helping low-income individuals find employment through job training and providing clothing. We have, again, raffle prizes and just a great networking event.
From here to 5:30 to 7:30, some design tips you can give the people that really spice up their home?
You know, it's a great buyer's market right now, but if you're selling, the easy things to do are just painting the doors, maybe increasing your out front, your curb appeal. Those are easy things to do to kind of get buyers to come in and be interested in your home. And I can tell you more if you want to give me a call sometime.
Realtor Craig Michaels, and he used to be a weatherman for KMIR. So let's do the 3-day comfort air forecast. And look at this, temperatures in the high 90s. We might set records for Friday and Saturday as far as heat goes. Will we break 100? We've never cracked 100 before. March, it might happen this weekend. But for now, we're just having a great time here with Craig. I'm Pablo Alsina. Back to you guys in the studio.
All right, our thanks to Pablo for that. Turning to more local news this evening, a university in Riverside County is cutting 3 different men's sports programs, a decision that has sparked protests from both the athletes and the community. One of the programs is men's wrestling, and 2 former Palm Springs High School athletes are speaking out tonight. Our Brett Rosen joins us live in studio with those details. Brett?
Mark, the school is California Baptist University, a small private school just a little over an hour away from Palm Springs. Back in January, the athletics department had announced they would cut men's golf, men's swim and dive, and men's wrestling, a decision that surprised not just the athletes, but the community around them.
The administration walks in, the athletic director walks in, and they just tell us straight up, like, hey, the CB wrestling program is being discontinued. We are cutting the program.
David Alonzo, a Palm Desert High School alumnus and sophomore wrestler at California Baptist University, says he was in complete shock when the CBU athletics department put out in a statement that following the 2025-2026 season, men's wrestling, men's golf, and men's swim and dive would be completely cut.
As soon as it happened, like, my mind was racing. Like yes, about the scholarship, about how am I going to end the season, my future. Like, that was what really got me. Like, what am I going to do next?
Alonzo says the school has told him they would still honor his athletic scholarship post the program being cut. However, he says playing the sport he loves is the main reason he even pursued a higher education in the first place. So now he says he'll be looking at other out-of-state schools.
Knowing that I'm going to have to move potentially out of state or farther from my family, it's kind of scary.
Alonzo also mentioned how he would lose his CBU family. One person in particular would be Dylan Guillermo, someone he's wrestled with since they were kids, and also wrestled at Palm Desert High School. Guillermo says since the announcement, it's been hard to focus on his craft.
Because it just makes me start to question whether, like, wrestling is right for me and whether I should be continuing this.
In a statement back in January, the Vice President for Athletics, Dr. Micah Parker, said in part, quote, "We are committed to walking beside those impacted as they navigate next steps for their academic and athletic careers. And as the season draws to a close, those that are alumni of the CBU wrestling program are just wanting their voices heard to find a way to save it."
You know, we're always willing to sit down, and I continue to extend that invitation to Dr. Parker and Dr. Ellis to just sit down. Let's have a dialogue, a conversation, and talk about other viable solutions.
The push to save the program has not just stopped with the student body, and it's even garnered its support online by the Riverside County District Attorney Mike Hestron. And I've reached out to CBU's athletic program for a more in-depth reason as to why these sports will be cut. I have yet to get a response. Live in studio, I'm Brett Rosen, NBC Palm Springs.
Brett, thank you. New at 6 o'clock tonight, Riverside County residents have 2 days left to share their opinions about how the county should prioritize spending in the next fiscal year. Next year's community budget priorities survey opened during the first week of January and will officially end on Saturday. Survey results will be incorporated into the budget drafting process that starts in May and culminates in hearings the following month. In previous years, public safety, strategies to solve homelessness, and affordable health care ranked among the highest concerns for residents. Respondents can provide specific or generic thoughts through an online survey. It's right there at the bottom of your screen, and it will also be available at NBCPalmSprings.com. Coming up next tonight, Palm Springs Police Department inviting residents to share their thoughts and concerns on street safety. We'll have more from today's workshop.
Also tonight, Manny the movie guy is back. He's got the latest from the box office. That's coming up in our entertainment segment.
And a quick look at your gold and silver prices on this Thursday evening. Those headlines and more right after this break.
committed to covering our community. You're watching NBC Palm Springs at 6.
Welcome back. This afternoon, Palm Springs residents were invited to help make local streets safer at a community traffic safety workshop. This was hosted by the Palm Springs Police Department's Traffic Division and City Engineering. Officials began with a brief presentation on local traffic data and current safety efforts. Then they answered questions and received feedback on reducing collisions, from tackling speeding concerns to improving crosswalks and adding traffic safety measures. The event was reserved for Palm Springs residents only to voice their concerns or suggestions, providing a space of open dialogue with local officials.
But it's hearing from them and getting the feedback, what they're seeing out within the community, and really kind of push the 3 E's when it comes to traffic. That's education, enforcement, and engineering. So we're trying to bring all those three things together and get some feedback from the community.
Palm Springs city leaders say neighborhood insight can drastically help shape the future of safety improvements.
A free health clinic offering dental, vision, and medical services is happening tomorrow through March 1st over at the Empire Polo Club grounds in Indio. It's staffed by California Care Force. The clinic runs from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. daily. Services include dental x-rays, cleanings, fillings, and extractions. There's also vision exams. Prescription glasses are made on site, and there's also medical screenings, including blood pressure, glucose testing, and general exams. No insurance or documentation is required. Services are first come, first served.
Construction is set to begin Monday on more than $7.5 million worth of upgrades at Demuth Park in Palm Springs. Officials announcing this week the project has the purpose of improving access, safety, and amenities for the community. It will add permanent large and small dog parks, new ADA parking spaces, and convert a dirt lot into a paved parking area. Crews will also pave existing lots, repair sidewalks and pathways, and build a new restroom facility. Work has been planning for more than 5 years, and it's expected to wrap up in October. More news after this break. Stay with us.
Taking a live look tonight from our Walter Clark Highway 111 camera there in Rancho Mirage. Before we get to our forecast, we wanted to check back in with our Pablo Alsina, who is at the Cambria Gallery, where a benefit is taking place in support of Desert Best Friends Closet. Pablo, what's the latest?
Yeah, a great charity. This event raising funds for Desert Best Friends Closet. I love that. This wine and design mixer. Come on in here. Interior designer Constance Bloom. You're here at Craig Michael's Wine Design Mixer. Talk to me about this event and why you're here.
I'm here to support the cause. Nothing better than helping women rebuild. And Craig is a master realtor and the best listener ever. So I have to support him.
You're an interior designer, so let's give some interior designing tips to our viewers. What would you suggest to really spark up your home?
Oh, without a doubt, art is the way to do it. It personalizes your home, and it really is the touch that makes it yours.
And people always think about fixing the kitchen and the bathroom first if they're going to sell their house. Any tips that you can give us?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, kitchens are always the center of the home. It's where everybody entertains. So absolutely, if you can make that better and make it more inviting, absolutely, I would do it. And it doesn't take much.
Interior designer Constance Bloom, and also I love art, so always bring art into your home. Quickly, let's bring a little weather into your home. 7-day comfort air forecast. You're going to notice mid to high 90s the next 3 days. We might even crack 100 before March, and that has never ever happened. Will we do it this weekend? I don't think so, but we will come close. But luckily, starting on Monday, the temperatures will drop back down into the mid to low 80s because of that system will finally get out of here. I'm Pablo Alsina. Keep it here on NBC Palm Springs.
NBC Palm Springs Sports with Tim O'Brien, powered by Agua Caliente Casino.
Your Coachella Valley Firebirds are facing off against the Henderson Silver Knights tonight. Our Tim O'Brien joins us from Acrisure Arena with more from the coolest place in the Coachella Valley.
Look, when it's hot outside, you've got to drop the temperature a little bit more here inside the arena. So you could imagine they're dumping a little extra overdrive on the freezers here today with it being so warm outside. Absolutely frigid here inside Acrisure Arena, but it's hockey after all. Tonight's matchup is not the important part of why we're talking about the Firebirds tonight, of course. Yeah, Henderson, a good team. Firebirds, 2 points in the win column will certainly help them and benefit them a lot more than, say, Henderson. But yesterday, we had a chance earlier this week, rather, to go visit the Kersey Cancer Center on Eisenhower's campus. It was a special day for the Firebirds to not only tour the hospital, but to visit some patients as well. And we know just how close this community is and what this team has meant to the community over the last 4 seasons. A team that the Valley can now call its own, a team that has really bonded everybody together. Well, there was one patient that will be honored Saturday night for the Cancer Awareness Night here inside Acrisure Arena, season ticket member Rich Nolan. Now, the team had a chance to surprise Rich with a stick while getting his treatment, finishing his 8th round of chemo. We had a chance to catch up with Rich and just touch on how important the team is, not only to him and his family, but the community.
Oh, man, it gives me chills. I mean, it's really like having something that's just so home based like this and getting to know a couple of the guys throughout the years and just in our community. I mean, we've never had something like this. And so when you talk about bringing hockey to the Coachella Valley, I think so many people have gathered around the team, and it's just given us something for us to look forward to. So I love it. So I got diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer September of last year, and it was crazy because I was playing beer league hockey 2 to 3 times a week, riding motorcycles literally up until, and just got hit with this. But I just finished my 8th round of chemo, and it's tough. You have your good days and your bad days, but I'm pushing through.
Well, we're certainly all pulling for Rich and know that he's going to give it his best fight moving forward. We'll hear more from Rich Saturday here inside Acrisure Arena for Hockey Fights Cancer Night against the Bakersfield Condors. Now, back here inside the arena, we know the importance of the game and the Pacific Division extremely tight, but we've got a couple guests here, and I want to bring in Danny from Tockwitz High School, part of the digital media program. I was asked to speak just for a few moments to some future broadcasters and those in the media realm, and I asked you want to come on air with me? You want to be on air eventually someday in your future, so let's just rip the Band-Aid off. What do you think so far of the arena and everything you're seeing?
First time here at the Acrisure Arena. Well, I must say it's quite impressive. I mean, you got everything going on from behind the scenes, production, pre-production. I mean, it's very impressive, and it's a one-of-a-kind experience, very unique.
Well, you've already passed the first test of saying yes, so congratulations. Best of luck in your future. Your classmates and you are going to go do a tour, so have fun, go enjoy it, and bright future ahead of you. All right, buddy?
Thank you.
That's
Thank you so
Danny.
much.
All right, live inside Acrisure Arena, I'm Tim O'Brien. We'll send it back to you guys in studio.
And now the Agua Caliente Entertainment Report, brought to you by Agua Caliente Casinos.
A new Scream movie and Elvis returns. Manny the Movie Guy has what's new at the box office.
It's a motion detector.
The Screams are back. Hello, Sydney. So is Nev Campbell, the original Scream Queen, Sydney Prescott.
Do you like scary movies?
This full circle story shifts its focus back to Sydney, who is now living a quiet life with her family. But there's a new ghost face, and the target is Sydney's teenage daughter Tatum, played by Isabel May.
Oh, hiding behind a voice changer.
Series creator Kevin Williamson directs this film, and I thought that would be great, but it was a big disappointment. How can someone who knows the Scream story inside out give us a new film that feels by the numbers and uninspired? And remember the quick and smart humor we know and love from the Scream films? They're missing. But gore and violence and a few inventive kills? Present. The saving grace of the film is Campbell and May. Their mother-daughter relationship is the emotional core of the film and may want you to stay until the end, even though it feels repetitive. And for that, Scream 7 gets 2 out of 4, stab the franchise to oblivion kisses. So, my pick of the week is a loving homage to the king in Epic, Elvis Presley in concert.
I love it, Manny. I love it.
4 years ago, Baz Luhrmann gave us the memorable Elvis movie with Austin Butler. Now, he's back with Epic.
Finding this material literally in salt mines.
Rescuing concert footage from salt mines, Lerman stitched together a concert documentary film that lets Elvis narrate his own story while delivering an immersive, high-definition concert experience of his 1970s Las Vegas era. While the film feels a bit sanitized, you need to experience this larger-than-life cinematic wonder.
Like the title says, it's quite epic.
And for that epic Elvis Presley concert gets 3.5 out of 4. Fall in love with Elvis all over again. Kisses. I'm Manny the Movie Guy for NBC Palm Springs.
Brighter Side of the News is brought to you by Fiesta Kia. Discover the all-new Fiesta Kia located in the I-10 Auto Mall.
The 5th annual Veterans Fishing Derby is coming up this Saturday. It's at Lake Cahuia's Veterans Regional Park in La Quinta. Veterans and locals are invited to cast out their fishing lines for this fun competition. Gates open early, 5:30 in the morning. The tournament runs from 7 to 11. The county is providing over 4,000 pounds of trout for this derby. Local Valley staple Yellow Mart providing half of that supply, and we heard from Yellow Mart earlier. They said there's some pretty big fish available this year, so it should be fun.
Excited to see that on Saturday. Back at 11, Fred Rogan is coming up next.